and we're starting off nice and easy this morning. Explanation of why the towel works so well. You're catching this video live. We're also doing another video that will get launched eventually, but the towel is so light. Also you can weight it, so this end's heavy. My goodness. And we'll show you that in a minute. We'll show you why you've got to move the body to move the club, and not move the club to move the body. I made for years. It took me long enough to figure it out. And there's also a couple of points that we need to address where people are saying, oh, that's not a one-piece takeaway. I'm going to show you what people assume is a one-piece takeaway just now. So if I show you it here first, I'll show you it here. That's great if you want to hit putts off the tee. If you want to putt the ball round the course, you do that. Right, so warming up, you've got to set it in motion and then drive the motion with the body. The ground and the throw to the top, through the ground, there. You might see a few people actually lean, but you're through the ground. You're not swaying off the ball. Your hips are turning and opening to match your shoulders. Everybody will be different because their flexibility is different, body type's different. Tall, short, flexible, non-flexible, young or old, older, not as flexible, may not have as long a backswing. But let's be honest, there's a lot of golfers out there. Fleetwood, Ram, barely get it past halfway. Still hit the ball miles. This towel can be used for every shot. Chipping, putting, mid-irons, short irons, driver, wood. A towel. About this length really, to be honest. A couple of bits of electrical tape to hold it together. More on this end for the handle, but eventually once you've warmed up enough you swap ends. So the heavy end is now here, which makes it harder to pendulum a weight. You see how I'm doing this, okay, to make it Henry Penwick, etc. It's got to flow. Difference is it's going up and down at the same time. Note on this, going up and down, keeping yourself centered over the ball is not a bad thing. Tiger Woods used to drop about this much at the top and impact of the head. Head never moved this way though. You're compressing the ball that way. And again, over years and years of doing it wrong and then it clicking, I've found a way to swing like this, as natural as, with absolutely zero thought, because you've only got less than 1.1 seconds. If you've got any thoughts, you ain't going to be hitting the golf ball. Well, you're not going to be hitting it where you want. We are going to be hitting some golf balls, and we are live, so there is No manufactured edits ever on this channel anyway, so just in case you wondered. Hey, probably edits all that together. Absolutely not. It's all live, and it is live this morning. It's a bit early, but if you've joined it or join it late, then that's fine. So, heavy end now, and you can see, to get this to move smoothly, you have got to engage this core lower half at the same time as the top half. Everything turns away from target. There's a pause to let the rope set at the top. Then there's a gentle, this gives you everything, right? So when we're doing this live, and when I'm out in the range, I'll swing this to warm up, and I'll get it in motion, and I'll keep it in motion, and I'll do this for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how cold the temperature is. If it's nice and warm, your body's loose. If not, keep going till you feel loose. Notice how it's like a flow, and there's a lot of speed, but let me tell you, it's less than 50% effort. Less than 50% effort here. It's feeling the weight and throwing to here. The throw is up to the top. There ain't no throw in golf going that way. The throw is always that way. Keep that in mind. Ooh. Take your club after you've swung the rope, or the towel, keep calling that rope. Towel's much better than the rope. The reason the towel's better is because it's so light, you cannot cheat it. You can cheat a rope. So, swing that like that, take the club, get your basics always right. This is a mistake I made ages ago, always made it. Bind it, have a target that you want to be aiming at, have a look, every shot, every ball. That's where I want to go. As it happens, it's 100 yards, sort of marker. Welcome to the Field of Dreams, guys and girls. This is a Field of Dreams, your practice area. You can do anything you want here, well, within legal limits and reason. But the Field of Dreams is where it happens. Dig it out the dirt. Now I'll only hit one shot with this, and then I'll go back to the towel. And thoughts on this, because I made mistakes under reading Ben Hogan's books, etc. Ben Hogan's like, keep your elbows in, hands in. When he says in, he means you're not detaching them wildly from the torso. Ben Hogan used to strap himself up with belts, and it's in Henry Cotton's early books. That's another thing we delve into on the channel. Henry Cotton, probably the greatest British golfer of all time, Sir Henry Cotton. Multiple major winner, ahead of his time. Now Hogan put belts around his body so that he had to turn connected. So, and then it's a case of everything feels sugary, syrupy. It's loose, but it's not like loose. There's a liquidity in it, a firmness, but it's not like strangling living daylights or anything. And then oh, that's hit it. Oof. Oh yeah. Right, first shot, hit the target. Always good. That is the first ball I've hit in over a week. Should get a crowd cheer there. Right, so back to the towel. Practicing in golf with a purpose is better than turning up randomly at some driving range or wherever the heck you're going with 100, 200 balls and aimlessly hitting them with no thought pattern or control of any matter. So again, with a rope, this time have it over the ball. You're not going to hit the ball with a rope, but it gives you something to then gauge the next key area here. Big change in my game. Here's the line. That was a vertical line there. Your head has to be behind that at all times. It can go up, it can go down. It can even move slightly this way. Not really textbook, but one thing it cannot ever do is go beyond that line. This ear has to stay behind that golf ball. If you go the other side of that ball, nothing good will ever happen. You'll also be over the top. You want to stop being over the top? Take it from me, a guy who is still slightly OTT, but we're talking like 40 years plus swinging OTT. And OTT is necessary in golf. Anyone who tells you over the top is bad in golf is bonkers. Obviously, if you do it excessively, then it's quite bad. But OTT in golf is 100% necessary. So here, and I'll show you. So ear on the ball, this move here, you cannot move this like this unless you engage your lower half. If you do this imaginary, what everyone perceives, one piece takeaway, see how like that, just, what's that? That's not a one piece takeaway. How the hell's that going to, no, that's what will be happening. You start getting that going everywhere, you know you're doing it wrong. You've got to get it going smooth. Put the rope down, towel down, stop calling it a rope. Whew, right. The field of dreams, guys. I'm doing this so you can see me, that I'm checking my alignment every shot. You notice I've only hit one ball and we've been talking and hitting, swinging the towel for I don't know how many minutes. But let me tell you, see in an hour, I might hit 5 balls. But in that hour, I'll have done more technical, without any technical technique fixing than I would have done if I'd attempted to just stand here and hit 200 balls blindly. And that's what you want. Practice with a purpose every time. Go on the golf course, play your game with a purpose every time. And that is honestly 50% effort, and that ball has just gone, because I'm warmed up now, first one went 100 yards, that went about, I'd say 125, 130. This is a 52 wedge. Why does that happen? Because this thing is a lever. Yeah, your arms. If you were to like lose an arm in some sort of horrible, horrific accident, and you went to pick your arm up, how much do you think it would weigh? You've got 2 of them. You've got a club. There's a lot of weight and mass behind everything in the golf swing. Why are you trying to overpower everything? Start overpowering everything, swinging too hard, you get absolutely nothing on the ball. Unless your name's Bryson DeChambeau. But that is something for another day. These guys train like that to hit the ball I would say for little gain. Rory, you watch Rory, look how smooth he swings with that driver. And look how far he hits it. Now Rory fell into his trap of trying to be too bravado. Oh, I'm going to hit it as far as Bryson. But he doesn't need to, because he just swings so smooth, and he's over 300 yards every time. Oh, for a week not playing golf, that's 3, is it 3? I think I've hit 3. And they've absolutely, I could cover a bed sheet on them. Now, that's another thing, dispersion. Obviously you're aiming at a line, you want the ball to go on that primarily, so you know where it's going. Dispersion will get really tight. That's where your game improves. If you no longer spray it about all over the golf course, and it's in a, that's like in a 12-foot circle, start doing that, and you're golden. Now, chipping and everything that goes along with golf, this is exactly the same. But going back to the last live, this is where your lie angle of your club has to be right. Dynamic lie angle. Why is that? Okay, so you'll see here, when I start to swing this and I get it in motion, you'll see it becomes, there's like a plane there. There's a plane. And if you're swinging on that natural plane, like that, with a club, there's the plane. Okay, this part of the club here, this magical mythical part called the sole, has to be at the right angle so that it bounces through the grass but remains square. Now if you're in the wrong lie angle to upright, you'll be hooking it off the planet. Too flat, you'll be cutting it off the planet. Probably like oversimplified, but somewhere in between that you'll have the perfect lie angle. It's got to be dynamic, i.e. no one, and I mean no one, pros get close, but no one really ever sets up to the ball like that, right, and then gets to the impact position in exactly that position. You're never in that position at impact. You'll be slightly higher because of centrifugal force. So you'll be here at address. Your impact will be up here somewhere, towing down the club. Dynamic bow, which is this bend on the shaft. Dynamic bow occurs. If this is a bow, your shaft actually bows dynamically. So when you get dynamically fitted for your clubs, they're measuring this bow on your clubs. Now, this is where getting dynamic fitted for your clubs is hard work. Because yes, that's right folks, you need to get every single club individually fitted. The dynamic bow of this wedge ain't the same as my 7-iron, and it ain't the same as my hybrid, it ain't the same as my driver. Longer shaft, shorter shaft, stiffer for start. The weight of the shaft alone affects dynamic bow. Your transition, your speed of your swing, how you put the forces through the ground, all of that affects the dynamic bow. Now if you imagine that's going this way, this can hugely affect the lie angle. And again, it's not a static lie angle, it's actually in motion. So you could be making great swings, wrong lie angle at impact, and you'll just be you'll be guessing everything and second guessing and changing your swing. Sound familiar? Changing your swing every single shot, especially in the golf course, because you just can't understand. Felt good to me. I felt like I really swung well there. Now, another thing you can do with a rope, when you've swung it a few times and you've got your club, you've got your elbows in, a la Hogan, Henry Cotton, this little move here, where the club is more connected and your elbows are in to your torso, which means it's like a tiny little swing, but everything turns and the club stays. This is leading, hands leading, club stays, catches. So it's like a great way to practice Ben Hogan's, like as if you're belted up, but you're not actually belted up. So how you do it with the towel is to swing it small, and it's very hard to get it to go smooth. Like if I go this end and I go, I'm trying to get it to only halfway and swing it. The load factor doesn't make that easy. But what you can do is hit those little shots as well, and what will happen there is you'll get the connection feeling, and what needs to happen, and that goes, it's probably 45-50 yards that, but all that was checking out that my club and body are moving at the same speed in the halfway position, which is here and here. Yeah, so if the club was here and then it goes to here, where the hands are always leading, there's no swinging the towel and swinging the way Henry Cotton and Ben Hogan and a lot of the pros today. The hands are coming in passively, the face is squaring, and then everything turns left to exit. You see it with a rope, because the rope exaggerates it all. Obviously when you're swinging this is not easy to do this to this level of smoothness. If you are jerky, or if you have no control over your feet and ground, that is not going to happen. You can practice this in the house, in the office, at work, 10 minutes a day, just doing this. Pick a point in front of you, fix your eyes on it, or fix them on a ball, but it's better if you fix it on a point in front of you, and then it's, you concentrate on keeping your head behind at all times and swinging through. You see how everything flows. There's not a tremendous amount of sway, and also your head is allowed to turn. It's allowed to turn to the target before or just at the same moment as you reach the ball. A lot of good players. Recoil, another thing that I forgot about. Recoil is a good thing, even when you're putting. So if I'm, check my alignment. Every shot, check your alignment. You could put stuff down, right? You could have an alignment stick, etc. You could have a tee, you could have something. My advice is don't do it. When you're out in the golf course, can you do it? Well, no. Not when you're in a competition. So you've got to learn to line up and set yourself up by looking behind the shot. You might pick out a little, like say, blade of grass. Maybe there's a little tuft there, right, and it's between you and the target. Walk in, place your club in on that lane, feet together, elbows in, so you know you're the same distance away from the ball every shot. And then this isn't me telling you necessarily how to do it, because I ain't no pro. I'm telling you what I'm doing that is making my game hundreds of times better. Really, honestly, changing my game altogether. Right, so if you want to try it, try it. You don't have to try it, but I'm just saying. So, we're in, we're loose, we're syrupy, we're like, it's like a firm maple sort of syrup type thing. But it's not like strangulation or like over. The arms are not tense. They're relaxed. The feet are relaxed. Recoil is that. Sort of like you get to the top, and as you're watching the ball flight, you drop your club down. One of the greatest Scottish players of our generation, Mr. Colin Montgomery, does that every shot. More players should do it. Two things that benefit you doing that. It confirms 100% the shot you've just played and the effort you put into it and how far the ball went by the recoil. Feedback. Also, you get a bit of feedback. Well, you get a lot of feedback out the club, don't you? So you know when you've hit it out the middle. And you know when you've slightly no hit it out the middle. But if you're watching the ball at all times and you recoil like that, you actually learn, right, that's how far that ball goes with this club. And you learn, oh, I didn't quite catch it, and that's how far that ball goes with this club. Or, if you absolutely flush one, which we all do from time to time, maybe 1 in 100, that's how far that ball goes. Right, so, again, constant feedback, constant learning, even when you're playing golf, and even when you're in the field of dreams. And this really is a field of dreams. I've played golf for a lot of years, like 45 plus years of golf, and I've got to say, there is something about this practice area. I don't know what it is, but it's like you feel like there's a lot of people watching over you. There is something mystical about this practice area. Maybe if I've got time, there's a couple of benches around this practice area dedicated to old members of the club, and I really think this place, there is something here other than a few balls and a couple of targets. There's a connection, and if you, I don't know how long we've been doing this, and it also comments are pinging in, guys and girls. If I've missed your comments, it's purely because I'll have a look at them once I take you over, and we'll have a look at the benches and stuff. I can't see the screen from here, and I'm conscious that I want to make live as fluid and as natural as possible, i.e. reflecting exactly how easy this is to learn with a simple towel and swing it and then pick up a golf club and exactly just do it. There you go, there. 1.1 seconds. It actually doesn't matter what length the club or length of shot you've got. Your time is exactly the same. It could be a putt that length, right? If you measure Tiger Woods' swing on a putter, you know, the tick tock, and then you go to his 4 iron, 5 iron, 6 iron, 7 iron, 8 iron, 9 iron, 10 driver, tick tock. Yes, the club is travelling further, but the tempo and timing of it is exactly the same. Freaky, eh? It is freaky. But again, That's what the towel tells you and teaches you, without you having to sort of, how do these guys swing like that, you know? You've got so many questions when you start golf, or even when you're playing golf. You watch players and you go, how do they do that? How do they look like they are swinging something as effortlessly? Like, watch Rory, like I say, he's hitting that driver 350s sometimes off the tee. Does he ever look like he's out of balance? Or does he look like he is swinging out his shoes? Absolutely not. And in fact, I watched Charlie Hull on one of the things. She's the same. Boy, does she hit the ball far. And she just remains completely, just like what I've been talking about, within herself. And that is the key. That is the key, guys, to golf. Oh, my legs are seized up, so I'm going to swing this again. Right, we'll do one more shot. I'll show you this in motion. So, you, to recap, you have to set this in motion with everything you've got. Everything, every part of you. Your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your torso. This this is not a one-piece takeaway. For God's sake, do not do that. If you want to putt the ball, maybe that's a good idea. And I'm only saying maybe. Right, so feel the ground, wear some Crocs. Only joking, Crocs are optional because they are ugly looking, aren't they? But I tell you what, Crocs have got to be the most comfortable thing ever to wear, and you can play golf in them. Right, feel it through your ground, the ground. Get it swinging, kind of like halfway, kind of, and build it up, and then take it to the top and let it set and load. Then release it. But the thing is, your throw, and everybody talks about the throw in golf. Here's the throw, right there. That is it. There's your throw. Everything from here isn't anything, it just happens. Your job is to get it to the top. It's not to like, oh, worry about what's going to happen. Get the club to the top by throwing it. That's it. I know some of you out there might be thinking, how can some guy on a range simplify golf to something that you've probably never heard anyone talking about? But it is simple. It's just thousands of pros and books over the years have made it far too complicated. Oh, when you hit one, wow, it's like 140 yards with a wedge. Right, let's hit one with this hybrid, because I brought the hybrid along. Bear in mind, literally, I don't know if I've mentioned this enough, I've been away for a week. I have not picked up a golf club, I have not hit a ball. Right? So, another thing, when you're playing on the course, and you're in a competition, a good way to like practice is actually swing it over the ball, especially with the driver, and then that's you kind of like reinforcing a lot of things that we're talking about. So I haven't hit the hybrid yet, so I'm going to just do another couple of now you guys will be able to tell me in the comments how many actual balls I've hit in this time, and let me tell you, it's better than hitting 100, 50, 200. Your whole body, your hands, everything is engaging, and your cortex and your everything is remembering through complete feel and muscle, remembering what you're doing. and you can take it from the range, to the course. You could actually take your towel to the course, play a bounce game, swing that, do exactly what I'm doing, step behind the ball and hit it. I tell you what, you want to see the scoring you can do. Can't do it in a competition though, it's a bit of a bummer. Might take this hybrid out at the weekend. It's a cracking hybrid. I've got a ping one as well, but it's a Cobra, and playing a Texas Scramble, so same, you see, set up exactly the same as the wedge, feels the same, give it a waggle, waggle's key, gotta have a waggle, it's a long lucid waggle, lucid, loose waggle, think of the rope, throw to the top, and let it fly. Yeah boy, that is absolutely okay, 220 yards with that. Did I swing hard at it? No. Did it go straight down the middle and just about hit the 200-yard marker? Yes. It's because you are now driving this magical thing called a golf club or a stick. It's a lever. It's there to multiply your effort by times 10 times 20. The less effort you put in, the more effort, the more power you get out. Any lever, if you try and overpower a lever, you cancel it out. It only took me 45 fucking years to work that out, so for God's sake, don't take that long. I mean, it must be the most frustrating thing in golf, actually finding something late in life, but then again, never finding it at all would be even more frustrating. It's a bit like finding the one, you know, your life partner type thing. Could happen young, could happen old, could happen any time. As long as you find her, or him, or whoever. I mean, you know, it's life is one of them, isn't it? Now, another little thing. I always think ear, back of the ball, and a wee tip off a tiger that I've started to really do, and a lot of people do. Put a little blue dot on one dimple, and look at that dimple on the back of the ball. Picked clean with a little fade, which is actually the safest way to play golf. Anyone who tells you otherwise is bonkers. Right, let's take you over to what I'm talking about while I try and read the comments. Whew. Honestly, trying to do this on a small iPhone and read the comments is quite difficult, guys and girls. Seems to be quite supportive in the comments, so thanks for that. Like I say, this is a live, so you might catch this at another time, but let's have a look at the Field of Dreams here. Up here, look at that, for a range that is tremendous, right? And in the winter, when the grass is dud, we've got a lot of like really good AstroTurf mats, and there is talk of a cover or bay of some description getting put in here, but you can go this way, which is good because it's into the wind, or you can go this way, which is good if the wind's a different direction, and best practice area ever. But like I say, there's something else here other than just a windmill. But there's a connection here. Just before we go, so in the memory of Roy Ramsey, who served Tillyallen-Well 1966 to 2019, fondly missed by all. And round this golf course, on near enough, not every hole, but just about, there's a connection with somebody from somewhere over the years. And that's a sign of not only a established, well-maintained, old golf club, you know, 1966. That chap was a member from. Um, but it's a club that makes you feel connected and part of the club, which is a rare thing. And like I say, out here in the field of dreams, where it happens, hopefully, you've got to work hard at it. You've got to dig it out the dirt. You've got to put the effort in. But like I say, doing this, you, you know, and the wildlife, that sounds like a swan. A couple of deer, foxes. I mean, the views are good. Farmers been taking the hay in. So, hope you enjoyed this live. Till you really try this, you maybe think it's a bunch of baloney or hocus pocus or whatever. But once you do the towel and swap it from the towel to the golf club and take that feeling and take that exact motion, which you're just going to learn through like how we all learn stuff. You're going to learn golf like a 2-year-old who's never been told anything about golf. I picked up a club and hit it down the middle. How many times you watch videos like that and you think you'll never be able to actually find that again, would you? Well, you can with a towel. So we might hit one more because I just want to finish the live off on a positive note, and I just want to hit my hybrid again because it's 19 degrees and it's absolutely cracking. I forgot how good it was. This is an old hybrid too, guys, girls and guys. I'll tell you, this is a Cobra amp cell, silver on the top. That ain't a new club. You don't need new clubs to be playing good golf. Thanks to Octo Core, just a quick shout out to them. Octo Grip grips, got them on all my clubs, apart from that wedge, because Mr. Logan has, I've ran out of grips, Mr. Logan, hint hint, but I'll get one eventually. Anywho's, right, let's finish on a high, and then we'll pick them up, and you can comment in the comments how many actual golf balls have I actually hit. Oh, what a shot. .220 again. Right, so, is there anything else to say? Just to keep you sort of, I think I've covered everything in the live, that if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get in more detail all the stuff I've covered quickly in this live. Well, let me say quickly. Now, I don't even think I've hit 20 balls, but every single one of them has gone dead straight over each target that I was aiming at, and they're within 12 feet of each other. And I'll say right now, I ain't the best golfer in the world. I ain't Mo Norman, but I can play golf, enjoy it, and every now and again go quite low. Whew. But every shot, check it, walk in, we're back to a wedge here just to cool down a bit. The wind has changed, it's now behind us. It was into us a bit. One quick thing on the live, just quickly on the grip, does tie in with the towel. The grip goes in the fingers, obviously, and this V formed here should go up here, and this hand that V and that V go together, kind of like a pinch, and there you go. But there's more detail on that, but it's a key to changing things in your swing. Cool down. Right, thanks very much for tuning in and watching. It's supporting the channel. A lot of thumbs up from you guys, and loads of you are saying hi. Let's see if we can give a shout out to a few of you. I've just spent about 6 or 7 hours on a plane as well, and I'm still hitting it like that after a week off. Oh, there's Roy, there's Peter, there's Hero, Brian, there's the something, Ken, Friendly Potato. All you saying hi. Don't know where you all are in the world, but we're in sunny Scotland. Maybe not so sunny, but it's dry. And thanks for everyone's support, tuning in, and the likes. A share. Feel free to share this when it posts. Catch and watch it later. And a subscribe would help the channel. All the ad revenue goes to Macmillan, Help the Heroes, Shelter, and the Samaritans. And we always equally split it. And it takes ages to get any though, because we've got this channel doesn't get thousands of views. Gets a couple of hundred. What's I going to say? Samaritan's phone number is 116 123. That's 116 123. Now that's a free phone number. Reach out if you need help, support, or anything that is on your mind. They're there. They run a charity that helps, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about. You phone them, speak to someone who's there, can listen and give you, proper advice. None of these stupid flipping AI chatbots, right? You're speaking to a human phoning the Samaritans, no flipping AI chatbot. Right, on that note, look at it. Look, clouds. I've been somewhere where there's no such thing as clouds, and it's a bit freaky seeing just blue with no clouds. I quite like clouds because you see different shapes in clouds, don't you? Quite relaxing looking up at the clouds. You see different things in them. But anyway, cheers for watching and supporting, and hope this helps you. Try it. What have you got to lose? Try it. Go ahead, try it. And then post in the comments you've tried it, you've done it. See, also, you'll find out just how difficult it actually is to swing that towel as fluidly as that. It ain't easy to do. Don't think it, because I've been doing it long enough now that I'd like to think I've kind of got the hang of it. Right. Cheers, everyone. Honestly, it's brilliant you all watching this live, because, man, I started this live at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's now 9:15. So, from Scotland. And yes, I'm a shite for sore eyes. Rather rough looking this morning. Thank you very much, and we'll see you all soon.